Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and or others. It's Rabbit here, and we have some more RimWorld today. Now, thankfully, I was able to manage to actually look into doing it today, and my mouse wheel is still being difficult, unfortunately. So, a few things that I've discovered since attempting to try and find information on these particular ones is if we mouse over energy real quick. Energy is the amount of remaining power left in this android. If it is at 0, the android will power down and die. It is naturally refilled by the android's biological reactor through ingestion of food, so they do need to eat. However, they can also be recharged by using up consumable batteries and wearing certain clothing. If you recall, there was a solar trench coat thing in the research. But, if no other options are available, the android will seek out a nearby power source with connected batteries to fill up their energy reserves. The way that's worded suggests that they don't particularly like doing that, but they can, which is what I'm going to be taking advantage of. You have horrendous shooting. You have much better shooting. Good lord. Equip you with the rebel pistol, you can have the rifle. And if you recall, the reason I am equipping the people with good shooting with pistols is so that they have to get close whenever they're hunting. Mouse wheel, please. Thank you. I will eventually get a new mouse, and it will eventually fix all these issues. Now, unfortunately, that was all I had in terms of interesting news, as there's not really much else to do aside from just get to it. And thankfully, this area is actually rather easy to wall off. It'll probably be better if we walled off for now and turned it into a proper defensible position later on. There's naturally growing bamboo, but there's also marshy soil. May need to do the connectors here, or I could just double thick it. Just like tear that down and then double. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then I'll put the crops in here, because this is where the actual rich soil is. It's also that ship chunk. I'm just going to reuse this building rather than tear it down and build my own, because it works for now. Don't know why there was that lag for a little bit. Must designate abandoned artificial structures. So I'm just gonna put a door on this here particular construction, and then I am going to start throwing beds in. 1, 2, 3. I could fit a fourth one in there, and the reason I'm spacing them out like this is so that I can put walls right there, and right there, and just base, well, if I'm going to do that, it might be a better idea to just do something like, C. It might be a better idea to do something like this, and then put the door right here, or right here actually, and then just do a wall for those two areas. I could still fit in 3 while doing that, but it's a little bit more, it doesn't melt my brain so much. Let me just put it that way. And yeah, this is probably gonna melt more people's brains. But, and yes, they're not going to like... I am scrolling in right now. Like, just... There we go. Every time I actually use my mouse wheel, I have to actually reach over and press the cord into place. However, those boars are going to get hunted. Ooh, alpaca. I kind of want to tame that, because alpaca wool is actually really good. Let's see, aside from that, I do need to start getting crops grown in there. But that, well, I'm gonna need a moisture pump to start clearing out this area. In fact, moisture pumps are probably something you rush in swamp areas. However, that being said, the actual dormitory being here is not that bad. It would probably be a little bit better if I put a door in here as well, just so that they can actually, like, get around and have shorter methods of travel. But that being said, let's say an argument could also be made for just actually building the an argument could be made for building a dormitory in here and then just spreading out, but I think starting out here is probably a better idea. Now, because they don't require food, but they simply enjoy it, I'm not going to do too much in the way of crops, which is kind of counterintuitive for the fact that I have the vegetable garden mod installed. That being said, I do need just a large grow area, and I'll probably make this bamboo. Let's see. Well, not bamboo, but I can plant bamboo elsewhere. But rice, rather, as there is actually a good... I don't know if the androids can actually use drugs, so I may not go for that. Also, the changes to vegetable garden are you now have vegetable garden crops that are, or more vegetable garden crops that are available now that were only really available through research. And also, the Nutrileaf plant has made a return. So let's see. Hops, coffee, tea, grass, hay grass, barley, rice. Is wheat plantable? Let's see. Where's wheat? So beauty of 1, fertility requirement of 50%, fertility sensitivity 60%, probability of 40%, growing time of 4 days, lifespan of 24 days. Gives 0.2 nutrition versus rice is what I'm going to be comparing it to, because I am going to be using these for flour. I know I'm not going to be spamming sweet rolls again. Okay, rice grows faster, so I'm going to go with that. I'll probably plant wheat somewhere else in here. But for now, that seems about good, and I'll probably put a warehouse in here as sort of like an in-between of the grow areas, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with this space back here. Well, no, I'm going to need power production up here, but the warehouse idea isn't bad. It's just going to take a little bit to actually get enacted. Just chop a bunch of wood. I don't need all of these trees in here. On top of that, let's harvest. Okay. Alright, and those guys need colonist beds. I know. So this being... I'm just gonna let them do things while I plan things out, so... 2 walls there, 2 walls there. That's unfortunate. Probably plant a door there. And then actually, like, have this and this be the actual warehouse bits, whereas we're going to be separating... Whereas we're actually going to be just having a long hallway through here to make their travel a bit faster. And then doors down there. We don't really need doors, but... Move plans, probably put the doors there. And I forgot to do the thing again. Damn it. I'm sorry. I will eventually recall to turn that off. It's off now. Hence why, the music cut out for a moment as, well, no, not unfortunately. RimWorld has been set to not to run while it is in the background, which allows me to, like, tab out when I need to, which is quite nice, actually. I'm also going to start cutting down on... Oh, I forgot to set this up. Do any of them have... Let's see... Needs... Health... Where is it? Abrasive, across the file, night... Okay, you're a night owl. You're a beautiful psychopath, abrasives, nudist, slothful, fast worker. So we're gonna need to get a hat for McFarland. Oh, I forgot this was a thing. I forgot I installed this. Okay. Holy shit, I've never actually used this. So, like, mushroom, pineapple, coconut, peach, orange, banana, bamboo. But I would like you to stick to home, really. Only fully matured plants. This job was last updated 2 hours ago and is scheduled to be updated every 1 hour. See, versus hunting. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Forestry, I think it's just cutting down trees. Maybe that's actually a pretty good idea. And yes, there is a grove. There is an option to cut down trees. Probably going to make this the actual kill zone. At least for now. So I need to get this walled off pretty quickly. Which is fine by me, really. The question is, how in-depth should I really go with a kill zone? And the reason I say that is because I kind of actually want to sort of... I don't know if a simpler option would be better, or if I should just go ham with... Which is what I normally plan on going, but honestly, the fact that... I've completely forgot. Yeah. Work, manager, restrict, assign animals, research tree. Well, okay, so I've actually, like, added a lot of things. And I think bear is... And yes, I am just going to do the anything thing. I think bear is our local person of night owlness. That's 6 o'clock, 7, 8. I'm to sleep 8 to 8. Saying that, took off 2 hours. Joy, and then just work. And the reason you leave little spots of anything is so that they can actually, like, just take care of their needs if they need to. I'm going to make this the food area. Moisture pumps are probably going to be a good idea just to get rid of the marshy soil. Whereas for these guys... Ugh. 5, 6. Let's actually bump things up a little bit. Give them people to interact with. One, 2, 3, 4. How strange. I'm just gonna erase this. I could, like, actually I'll just do that, and then, so from 8 o'clock, let's just do this. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. What do you think? Yeah. You can probably tell it's been a while since I've played this game. There we go. That should leave them with plenty of time for joy. And work. Joy. We're gonna kind of miss out in the later hours. And the night owl person is going to kind of just really work a lot more than the other two. But that should be fine. Probably going to want to mine this out, as well as square this off for warehouse purposes. But we should probably start looking into getting crafting stuff done, and power is going to be the main issue, and I think I'm going to put it down here for now, at least. So let us start looking into that. So let's actually, before we start looking into that, let's actually take a look at what energy sources we need. Chem fuel power generator produces power by consuming chem fuel. We do not have chem fuel. Must be fueled by hand. And this is the wood fire generator. Produces power by consuming wood fuel. Must be fueled by hand. You can sell these. I don't know if I've ever actually pointed that out, but I never really go with these though. Just simply because of the wood requirement, really. And I could do solars. It's actually technically cheaper to just use a generator, just simply because of the battery and the solar cost. But wind turbines aren't that bad either. Have they added a construction requirement for powers? Kind of strange, but okay. That's going to be the entrance, then I kind of... So, a very easy way to determine if you can build on this marshy soil is just grab a random floor. We can't build on it, which is unfortunate. I may go with solars again. I'm kind of reluctant to do so. I kind of want to try out the wood fire generator, but the thing said that we need batteries. So I'm also sort of reluctant to do so. See, the thing is that if I place this here, I could use this as the actual, like, battery room. And I'm kind of tempted to do that. The issue is that it's going to take a while to mine out, and it kind of gives me a lot more reason to actually get walls in before I probably should be. So I have the dormitories done. I do need to start looking into getting production handled. Well, I've almost got the dormitories done. They're getting handled. I'll just put it that way. And there's bamboo around up kicking about. Bear is handling her sleeping issues. Hmm. I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do, and thankfully growing has been getting handled. No, I did not set them up. Let's get firefighting. Patient, doctor is going to be important. You're actually not, you don't actually have bad medical skills, so I'm going to go ahead and set you up to do that. Not immediately. Because patient is life-threatening stuff. Bed rest is, it's things like, oh, I have a cold. You don't. You're fine. You're just fine. Wardening, 7 out of 20, 8 out of 20. You're going to be a slightly higher warden. You are going to be handling animals quite a bit. Holy shit. We have some very empathetic androids with us. I am slightly surprised. Cooking. I don't know if androids can get food poisoning, but just in case they can. Fishing, I don't think is going to be very important, but that being said, I'm still going to... Ooh, someone has a... You're going to be our constructor. And then we just need this one person on growing. I'm actually going to take fishing down a little bit because growing is slightly more important than mining. Everyone does mining, everyone does plant cutting. For growing purposes, can you plant healroot? No, you can't. But you're not bad at it. And this person is a crafter that has horrible crafting skill. I see. That's a lot of 3s. We do need crafting. Art is not very important, but it's nice to have. Managing. Managers assign jobs and orders to your colony. Oh, so they automate things. I see. And what is this based on? I don't actually know what this is based on. Okay, so that first... I think Bear is the one that we actually really need doing things a lot. Yeah, Bear is our most skilled person, really. I'm gonna kind of bump them down to craft less since they're less skilled. However, in the future, they will be more important to the colony. That being said, let's start looking at what production we need to get up and running first. I don't actually know if androids enjoy eating specific things, but I'm probably actually going to hollow this out once we get the roofing. Okay. And zone/area, let's expand home. I'm going to go ahead and include this in the home area. Going to include this in the area. Going to include that. That. By the way, the reason alpaca wool is largely considered to be broken in this game is due to the fact that it has very good temperature control, as well as very good slash and blunt and whatnot resistance. So it's not so much broken as it is just all-purpose. Like, it is broken through utility. And someone can challenge me on that. I fully welcome being proven wrong, as that means someone gets the correct information. So just don't be afraid to tell me that I'm fucking wrong, and then just make sure to tell me why I'm wrong, and what the correct information is. And then, just don't be afraid of being told wrong. Told that you are wrong. If you do so, because I'm sure people are going to suggest some things that are not correct. Just simply because that is the nature of humankind, unfortunately. 0 tamed, 5 in the wild. I kind of want livestock. This is actually a really good screen. Like, I've never used this mod, but I can start to see why people would use it quite religiously. I would like to... Animals area, training... I would... Honestly, if there... Can I... Huh. Manager... It's actually a pretty quick way to find tame. To find things to tame. And yeah, there's a chance that they'll attack us, but I'm not too worried about it. I probably should be. Anyway. Jesus, that I am falling in love with that manager screen, I'll tell you right now. That shit's... That's some good shit right there. And yes, I will tear this down and actually construct proper housing. Granted, it's going to be proper Android housing, so it may not be the most beautiful of things. But it'll be something, at the very least. For now, I would really love to get this sealed off. Now, I would also like / area, built roof area. I would also like roofing done in this general area, just so I can start to install the batteries. Because the batteries are going to be very important. And the reason I say that is just because it's a fucking Android colony. I shouldn't really have to explain that, but... I have long since lost faith in the capabilities of humankind. Just be entirely honest with you right now. I don't assume very... Oh, hey. I don't assume very much. Thomas! I saw that you were having... Oh, hey. Is it social? Was wooed by McFarland. Oh. McFarland got rejected. Damn it. Wait, are they male, female? Male. Male. Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. I actually kind of want to take a look at these. Just here. Scrambled together from a nail gun and outdated charged weapon technology. It's a fucking railgun made out of a nail gun. Okay. This weapon is serviceable, weak, and short range, but quick. It is a gun of maximum DACA. I see. I am just fine with this. Let's see, what am I looking for? I am looking for power. The reason I am looking for power is because I would like batteries. And I would indeed enjoy having a wind turbine. Let's see, architect. Also like a stockpile zone of just fucking everything, really. Just, honestly, yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. I am completely okay with that. And the structure wall. Getting the warehouse completed quickly is not that bad, actually. I may use Rim Fridge a little bit more to handle freezers. Just simply because it's kind of important. Okay, Thomas is hauling steel to a power conduit. I would also really like these hauled, as well as these. Repair kit. A repair A repair containing the tools and materials to fully restore a droid to mint condition from wear and tear to missing parts. Also refuels coolants on droids and androids used as an operation. I see. Can medicine not be used on droids? That'd kind of suck if it did, if it couldn't. But, I would like the batteries put in first. Thomas and Bear. I think Bear was the one who offered it. So, let's see. Attempted to woo Thomas into a romance. Thomas rejected the advance. Apparently we have some fairly sexually active androids. The reason I say that is because there are actually hidden stats to your colonists, and sexual activity is one of them. It increases the amount that they'll seek to woo other colonists, and if the other colonist is not very sexually active, then they'll reject a lot of the advances. But if they are very sexually active, then they'll accept a lot of the advances. It's actually pretty normal. I kind of wish it was a bit more realistic in that it was not, and that you could still, like, it wasn't hard-coded for a percent chance to accept it. It was more just like, if they were compatible as people, they would be more likely to accept it. But that's just me, really. And yes, I am double thickening these walls. Put some doors in them. I normally like to avoid this, as leaving a single thick wall is kind of shitty. There, as just using a double thick wall doesn't really look very nice, but it's quick, it's cheap, and we don't have to deal with the cavity. Yeah, putting in a cavity would be kind of nice, but it's also not really needed, and it would be all fiddly and shit, and we're not really... I find that I don't really wind up using the cavities for as much as I love putting them in. And I do, like, in previous playthroughs I have found ways to use the cavities, but I'm just gonna speed things up along. Can I use a button? Yeah, okay. And I have found ways to use the cavities, but in order to really do that, they kind of need to be buildings in and of themselves. Or in and of themselves, rather. Okay, that's gravel. Rich soil, gravel. Okay, in that case, I would like the growing zone expanded down to here, up to here, and is this... That's also gravel. Then I would like the delete zones. I would like that one deleted. And there we go. Rich soil, rich soil. Okay, so there's just a line of rich soil right here. How about here? There's also some rich soil. Let's get that going. Okay. Alrighty then. The batteries are in, the conduits are in, and... Oh, someone was being rather rude. You can't. Oh, hey! A cobra! Let's not fuck with that. Cobras are... They're very, like, hard to hit with ranged weaponry. Ranged weaponry. Good lord. I will eventually learn to speak. But, yeah, cobras are not to be fucked with. They are firmly upon that list of shit with which not to fuck. That being said, we do kind of need to get them to leave, because for some reason cobras will attack your colonists and try to eat them. They'll also attack pets and try to eat them, even if the pet is like a fucking Labrador, which is strange to me, but oh well. Let's drop that, and drop that. Apparently everyone loves Thomas for some reason. Inspiration, go frenzy. McFarlane Petchup has been inspired. He will walk 1.5 times faster for the next 24 hours. That's not bad. And someone did point out that they kind of wish that the androids looked better, which I can kind of understand. I really can, but it's not the best of things. Come on, Bear. Mind the shit out of that room. And yes, I will probably replace these walls with wood. Or if not wood, but some sort of building material. And this is probably going to be our power room, if I had to hazard a guess. Heat defenses, I know. Hey, they've already gotten that done. Quite a bit. We shouldn't need to hang on to too much food, but to be entirely honest, I don't really know how much food we're going to need considering the androids, as they go off of power, not so much food. Uncomfortable, press the legs, body part, blah blah blah, rebuffed by Thomas. That's gonna start sucking, Thomas. Thomas, blah blah, insulted. Why? Constraining clothes. Had to rebuff McFarland. In darkness, had to rebuff Bear. Feeling bad, ugly environment. Again, I don't know how much food we're going to need. The battery should hold us over for a while, but I don't really know how long. Nor do I know whether we can actually make batteries. Like, just make these. Okay, let's just take a look at the research tree. Droid batteries. Allows colonists to manufacture portable batteries which can be used while out abroad or in emergency cases. Yes, but where? At a smithing table? I guess that makes sense. I am also kind of reluctant to take my colonists hunting just simply because of how bad their equipment is, apparently. By the way, there has been some new equipment, and revolvers sound really nice. Just, they are aesthetically pleasing in the auditory sense. How's Bear doing? Visitors have arrived at Colony from Inn. They are afraid to enter your territory because of insects. Sure, you're fine. I don't know where the insects are. They're probably in the cave system. I'd hazard a guess. Where's the visitor? They do not have things to trade. That kinda sucks. Oh. He lost his move speed frenzy. Damn it. That kinda sucks. Really wish they'd cut that tree down. The coffee for today is something that I do not know, as I was not the one that made it. I just found it when I was awake. But you know, some people would tell you not to trust that. I say it's free coffee. So, I think it's hazelnut, but I can't really tell. Coffee has this habit of just being kind of tasteless. Either way, this has been Rabbit, this has been RimWorld. I hope you've enjoyed the return to the new series. I hope the change in mods will help make things a bit more fresh. But that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. When Bear gets the door done. There we go. Bye. Oh, hey, never mind. Well, that was quick. I think you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Outpost by the cliff. No, thank you, Bear. That's a good question. I don't actually know what the faction should be called. I know what the actual, like, town should be called. Let's just go with that. And Botland. Botland sounds about right. Anyway, as I was saying, this has been Rabbit. This has been RimWorld. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.